Hey guys, so welcome to part 2 of this September makeup tutorial. I am doing a very nice neutral lip and I already did my earthy eyes. If you want to see how to apply this particular eyeshadow look, then be sure to click my last video, which I will put right here, and you can learn how to do that. But for now, I'm going to move on to my foundation. I've been going really light on foundation lately, but I have been doing a little bit of highlighting and just a little bit of contouring. So let's get started. Okay, so the first step to applying foundation is making sure that your skin is on point. I have been using a really light moisturizer and I have not been doing a primer as of late. Just been trying to keep it very light in terms of application, but feel free to apply a primer if you want to smooth out the skin a little bit before foundation. So the first step is applying a concealer. I've been using these awesome palettes by Graftobian, and I'll be sure to put a link in the description box below as to where you can purchase these. These are great if you are a makeup artist and you're working with women of different shades, or you need to mix and blend. And this is the contouring palette right here. And so, or their specialty palettes, what they call it, specialty neutral. And this one is neutral palette number 2. So these are great if you are a professional makeup artist and you're working with different women. If you are just doing it for yourself, you can actually get these colors in individual pots. So no worries there. So for me, I've been mixing a little bit of the Diva, which is this color right here, and mixing a little bit of that with the Phantom, which is this really dark, kind of chocolatey shade. And in mixing those two, it gives me a really nice mixture for a highlight for me for underneath my eyes. So I just put it in here using a small cream brush. Okay, so this is gonna be my concealer. And I'm just taking the other side of my brush. This is a Laura Mericer brush. I'll put a link in the description box below as to where you can get something like this. This is great because I apply with this side and then I blend with this side. Okay, so I'm just going ahead and pat. I like to pat underneath the eye. That under eye area is so gentle, ladies. You want to make sure that you are not, tugging that area. And so I'm just applying it in a triangular shape down the side of my face. Okay, so there goes the concealer for my cheeks. And then what I do is I just take a little bit more of that Diva, the really light shade, and I apply that right here underneath my chin, below of my lip, and then I put a little bit down the center of my face. Okay, and so to blend that in, I use my kabuki brush. This is one of my favorite brushes. OMG, kabuki brush is like the best because it gives you that, it's so flat and nice. It just kind of applies very easily. It blends really smoothly. And it doesn't move the product. I think that's one of the things I really love about the kabuki brush is it doesn't move the product all over the place. So that patting motion can really stay intact. All right, so at this point you can see that I'm very light right up in here and light here, and I have my natural complexion here on the side. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and apply, I'm like running out of breath. I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of my MAC Fluid foundation, and if I can find my brush, put a little bit on my brush. And I'm actually using, this is the NC50. So I tend to go in between an NW45 and an NC50 depending on the time of year. But I'm putting that at the areas where I didn't do the highlight. And this is just going to help to give my face a little bit of color so I'm not so light. And then going back in with that kabuki brush and very gently. Fine, just make sure you bring it all the way out to your ears so you don't forget that. You don't ever want to look like you're wearing a mask, so you have to blend. And this is definitely a full face of makeup, so you know, it's not something I do every day. All right, now to set this, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my Mineralize Skin Finish by MAC. And this is a powder, so it really gives me a nice soft finish. And I just use that all over. And to give a little bit of warmth to my face, I'm going to apply this blush by MAC. This is Stubborn. And I'm going to apply that onto the apples of my cheek, right here, very lightly. And I still tend to mix that in with the Mineralized Skin Finish because I don't want it to look too pink. All right, and to finish out the look, we have to apply our lips. So I mentioned this earlier in the video that I don't know if it was this video or the video that I did the eyeshadow in, I can't remember. But I mentioned earlier that a lot of times it's kind of hard to find a nice neutral lip for women of color. So I want to show you guys my favorite nude lip, and I applied that using MAC's Chestnut lip liner. My lips have already been moisturized for the day, so you know, make sure you moisturize and you're exfoliating your lips. And just press the lips together. And I use Creme Nude by MAC. It's kind of a pinky, peachy lipstick. Look at that. Really, really pinky, peachy lipstick. But when it mixes with the chestnut, it looks really good. So that's it. And so that is it for this particular look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and this tutorial. Please make sure to put your comments in the box below and to like it and share it with your friends. So have a great day, you guys. Happy September. Bye-bye.